Freedom Ascension has been out for 2 weeks. As of today, August 5th, the sealed market is already kind of shifting. Today, I'm going to break down where the boxes are sitting, what's happening with the LR++s, and what I'm watching next. For anyone new here, I'm Ray. I'm building Ray's Cardboard Shop from the ground up, which will be focused mainly on the Gundam TCG and Bandai products. This is the 2-week check-in on GD05. Okay, we're going to take a look at English booster boxes. They're holding at around $245 earlier this week. Now we're seeing undercutting, pushing that price closer to $235. I can expect this price to keep going down as the undercutting continues. There's been talk about restocking. There's been talk about a Wave 2 restock. So I'll cover that more in detail on another video and why I think a restock is going to happen. For the sealed cases, they're sitting about at $3,088 for the lowest listed, which works out to be about $257 per box. So loose booster boxes are still the better buy right now. If you're into sealed booster box cases, it might be a good time to pick it up. I have one GD05 box listed on my shop, raisecardboardshop.com. It's below the $235 lowest listed on TCGplayer. If anyone wants it, go take a look. Okay, for Japanese boxes, based off looking around on websites and other comps, there's nothing listed on TCGplayer, but they're about $100 per booster box, which is about half the price of the English booster box. The Japanese booster box price will probably keep going up as the English booster box goes up. As anybody is interested in the Japanese GD05, let me know. I can try to source it and have it listed on my store. Okay, we're going to take a look at the singles next. On the single side, the LR++s are still the main chase for the set, and it's holding the highest values far above the rest of the set. For the chase cards, there's just not much copies out there. Looking at the listed, 7, 4, 8, 9, and 1 copies for sale listed. What is interesting about that is Zazabi might be the dark horse from the LR++s, though it's one of the lowest. There's only one listed, and the cheapest you can get that is about $5,000. That also makes me think about the pull rates. I know all the pull rates should be the same because they're all LR++s, but having one listed kind of makes you think about the pull rates and if they're actually even, or maybe just people just aren't listing them. Let's take a look at the Wing Gundam Zero. It's about $3,582 market with the lowest listing at $4,000. I talked about this being the top chase card in the set in my previous video. Wing Zero overall is looking like the top Gundam in the TCG, as he's probably the most recognizable and has the most nostalgia for players. And then we have the Strike Freedom Gundam. Next is the Strike Freedom Gundam. It's at $266 on market, and the current listing is $4,500. The new Gundam is about $1,597, and the lowest listed is $2,100. Zazabi market of about $1,250, but I talked about this earlier. Only one listed, and it's sitting at $5,000. Then we have Master Gundam market is $1,228, and you have a listing that is just below that at $1,200. The EX resources, they're also looking strong. Most of them are in the $300 to $700 range, depending on the character. One of the more common ones is about $315 market with listings over $400 off. One of the common ones has a market of $315 and listings of over $440. So the regular Legend Rare Strike Freedom is about $13. New Gundam is around $9. Extra Repair is near the $7 mark, and the rest of the LR tier is mostly at $46. Solid, but nowhere near the parallel premiums. Okay, on eBay, we saw recent completed sales. We have a Japanese Strike Freedom LR++ for $2,000. Japanese cards are hard to comp, but this Japanese version sold slightly below the English version's lowest listed. So it might have been better if they just bought it on TCGplayer with the English version. But then again, on eBay, you can actually look at the condition of the card. So it's hard to tell on TCGplayer because it doesn't come with pictures. Also, there was a sale for new Gundam LR++ for $1,800. That's more than market, but below the lowest listed on TCGplayer. Overall, the top cards are still holding their elevated prices because the supply is so low. So when a clean copy does come up, it gets a lot of attention, especially on eBay where you can see it. For me, I'll be watching whether the copies start hitting the market. For me, I'll be watching whether more copies start hitting the market over the next couple weeks, or if the low population keeps these prices elevated. The biggest movers are still the LR++ cards and those SPEX resources. Supply is tight and demand is holding. The regular LRs and the better playables are seeing good volume, hundreds of sales on some of them, which tells you a lot of people are actually building decks, not just collecting. Okay, so what do we take away from this? Just looking at all the prices and the market. So if you're looking for value plays right now, I think the regular LR copies of the strong competitive units are still reasonable. If you pulled any LR++ or a top SPEX resource, it's still a good window to sell. There's a lot of liquidity and people are buying it. So some of the things that I would watch out for, more product is going to keep coming online. So the non-chase cards will probably go down in price, but the top chase cards will probably hold better because of the pull rates are intentionally low. So for the next 2 to 4 weeks, I expect more pressure on the mid-tier singles, while the LR++ and the SP floors could stay relatively firm. So overall, Freedom Ascension is doing great. Just for 2 weeks, the chase cards are keeping the sealed supported, while the rest of the set is settling into being normal in the playable market. Sealed product, that's it for today. Drop a comment and tell me what you're most interested in right now, whether it's the sealed boxes or any specific chase cards. And if you're looking for sealed product, check out raisecardboardshop.com. I'm a US-based seller, so the tariffs on the Japanese products and shipping is straightforward. I have one GDO box listed for sale and a lot more inventory coming. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. I'll see you in the next one.